up. Let's start expanding a little bit more. Inhale, so feel like your armpits are almost getting pushed out to the side. Exhale, bring your belly up. Good, and inhale. Take those armpits out to the side. Yeah, and back down. Good, good. Hi, Shelly. I don't think I got to say hi to Shelly. Good, and then back down. Good, all right, one more. We're gonna hold these arms up. Exhale, open those armpits. Good, now, here, can you see how my ribs are popped out? You can almost tell because my shirt is hanging way out in front of me. Gonna inhale, exhale, pull the ribs back in. Squeeze the booty as you do it. Good. And then come into a bow, lifting the belly up. Good. Inhale, lift up, stay there. Exhale, pull the ribs back in. Good. Inhale, exhale into your bow. Pressing into those feet to keep you long through your torso. Good. Inhale, back up. Good. Exhale, ribs back in. Good. Inhale, exhale, forward. Stretch the back of that neck toward those fingertips. Good. And inhaling up. Good. Exhale, front ribs to back ribs. Good. And then into your bow. Allow your ball to drop or your ring to drop toward your thigh bones. Good. And you're just going to gently press that towards your thigh. Feel your belly pull up into your body. Good. Inhale and exhale, press. Yeah, so those of you with a ring, I like to do it with the band part on me so I can press against a flat. I don't know what it said. I didn't have my lights up, did I? Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. Now, what if you were squeezing your heels together and about to come on tiptoe? Don't lift your heels. I want you to keep them together. Just feel the change in your abdominal lift. Anyone notice that? Oh, wow, Robin. I see that. Yes. Good. Yes, Shelly, I see that too. Ah, before you rested. But until that moment, that was nice. Yes, Sheila. Okay. Good. All right. Go ahead and let yourself release the ball. Take it all the way up to the sky. Open those armpits. You get to pop those ribs for one moment. Exhale, pull those ribs back in. Good, let your arms come to your thighs, but this time you're staying up tall. So it might almost hit your pubic bone, just depending on where your legs are and arms are. And you're gonna give a little press here, just small, 10 to 20% effort, and see if your belly pulls up. Now if it doesn't, take your toy to one side. So whether it's a ball or a ring, take it to one side. Press there. Yeah, good, and then try the other side. And you might notice the obliques waking up a little bit more. Good. Now those of you with a circle, I want you to bring your hands together on that circle. So they're side by side. So instead of wide, bring them right there. Yeah. Good. Good. Keep on going. I'm just watching. That's it. Good. Is there anyone who does not have that sensation of lift? If you don't, tell me because I want to help you feel it. Shh. Is that sort of, kind of? Is that what that means, Shelly? I love that. Okay, come back to your center. Take your ball up overhead. Good. Now hold on to it with one hand. So if you've got your ring, wrap those fingers around it. We're going to push it down to the outside of your body. Let it push to the side of your hip. Good. Bring it back up. So these first ones are just a nice little push from side to side. We're pretending you're standing next to a Cadillac machine and pulling the bar down. Yeah? Good. So the first one's just getting some mobilization, feeling how your shoulder is moving. And then we're going to start fine tuning. So same way. My arms overhead, my ribs are popped. Oh no. So I'm going to pull those ribs in, drive into the feet. See how my whole body shifts back a little bit? I'm in a straighter line. Yeah, so here's me without. Here's where I was. Here's me abs in, hips pressing into the feet. Yes, lovely, good. Hips back just a little more for me, Sheila. Think of your abs pulling your hips back. Yeah, good, all right, good. Now take it to your right side, hold it to that right side, pull those abs in, slide your hand down over the top of your ball, or tilt your ring downward as you side bend. Good. Keep hold of it as you come back up and release. Press it, set your abs, side bend rolling down or tilting down the side of you. Good. Hold it as you come back up. Good. And then release. Yes. So we should be waking up those obliques even more and that low belly even more. Good. And last one, press. Good. Good. And then all the way up, we'll switch hands, take it down the other side. Good. Little press and side bend. Again, pull those ribs in. Good. Keep it as you come up. Good. So a couple of you are doing, let's see if I can do it. You're letting your ball push your hips out of place. See how that's happening? So I want you to push your hips equally back at your toy. So Shelly, make your right hip push to your left more. Whoa, wow, yeah, even more of that. Good job, that's it. Very nice, good. And then you can, good, bring those arms all the way back up. Sorry, so just good, all right. Take your ball down behind you, good. Switch hands, bring it back up. Same thing, take it back behind you. Switch hands, good. And you're just seeing how long can your arms stay straight as they reach together. Most of us will have a natural point where they have to bend in order to touch. That's okay. That's it, good. Those of you who have the big circle, you guys have a little advantage here. Good. And Mark has a bigger ball than I do, so he has advantage too. That's it, good. All right, we're gonna keep the arms behind the back. Good, aim the shoulders, aim the elbows to the wall behind you. Yep, so they're pointing that way, back that way. Good. And then all we're gonna do is see if we can lift your ball, keeping your abs up and in and your legs straight. So here's a crazy thing that we do to compensate. We bend and tilt to make it feel like we're lifting the ball. But watch my ball in relationship to the stuff behind it. It's actually not moving. It's my knees that are moving, right? I know. So I want you to check in with you. Drive into those feet, wrap those glutes back, and see if you can really open up. So Sheila, really round those shoulders back. Yes, and then go, maybe it's a small motion, that's okay. Right, we build from there. Yes, Robin, beautiful, good. David, I'm going to assume that looks amazing because I can't see above your armpits, but I do love the column of you up to that point. Good, I know. Doesn't he look good? I mean, not that much of him looks great. All right, very nice, you guys. Good. Okay, so shake it out, and then just feel how you are settled in your body. Hopefully you feel like it's a little easier to be over yourself now, a little wider, yeah? Okie dokie. So let's take ourselves to a roll down, full on roll down. Now here's two options for you. One is our classical roll down, right, with the arms up by the ears. And you can keep them there, but as you come deeper into that roll down, keeping the arms by the ears, if you come back up and unfurl that. All right, so that's option one. Option two is keeping the ball right on those thighs and pressing it down. If you have a ring, you would put it on your thigh and roll it down, lift, angle it down, lift, angle it down, lift. Okay, so options for everybody to play with how you connect into your body. Keep on going. That's right. Yes, yes. I like that on the way up. That was nice. I could see your abs pulling away from your ball. Good. You do one more down, and when you're down, yeah, you can stay down. Sorry, I'm just a mess. And then we'll walk out to a plank. Those of you who would prefer to plank at a wall, please feel free to come back up and use the wall. You can also use your furniture, right? You can put your hands on your furniture. Good. So holding that plank, you're welcome to be on your knees if you're down on the floor, or even if you are using your furniture, you can come to your knees as well. Today we're going to try just a little scapular isolation. So we're pushing the ground out of the way, pulling the bottom tips of the shoulder blades together. Push and pull. I want you to check in with those hands. Can you use all 10 fingers? Press them into the ground. Good. And one more. Good. Sit back for a rest. So those of you who are doing this one on your forearms, it's the same idea, and you still have those 10 fingers splayed like geckos, right? So whether you're wall, furniture, or floor, all the same idea. Okay, because now we're going to play a little bit with that stabilization. So we've got your hands, no matter whether you're on forearms or straight arms. If you are on straight arms, I want you to bring the shoulders in, push them away, find a place that's halfway in between, and feel yourself try to pull them apart sideways. Hold that. You should get a little lift through your belly. Then you're going to aim the points of your elbows slightly out to the side. Normally we talk about it being straight back. We're going to try to pull the points of the elbows out to the side too. You might feel like you get a little bit more request from your middle to hold on, right? It feels like you need to have more stability there. Good. And then sit back. We're going to do that again. So I want you to do that at your own pace, right? Holding it for at least 2 breaths, right? Open, open, and then gently round the elbows slightly outward. My friends who are on forearms, it's the same thing. You've go scapular push-up down, pull together, and then back into your neutral. And then imagine pulling your hands apart and your shoulders apart. And you should feel how your abdominals lift up to take that load on. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah? Good. Did everybody get at least 3 good tries? 3 good tries? Okay, good. So if you did, and you happen to be up, go ahead and come on down to the ground, however feels good and safe for your body. And then we're going to have a seat, and we're going to take our ball and wedge it behind us. Now, those of you who don't have a ball, you could try with the magic circle, or if you have a big pillow. The magic circle is a little different. You have to keep your hands on it, and you're kind of wedging yourself into it, and you're going to roll back into it. So I have it actually just at about L3. Not at my ribs, but lower. So I start with it pushed down. Is that visible? Can you see that? Does that make sense, David? Yeah. So it already starts pushed down. So you're going to use it as a target to roll your abdominals back into. Now, those of you who have the ball, you have it a little easier. Well, maybe not. None of it's easy, right? We're all working hard. So you guys have it wedged in. You're sitting up and getting it as low as you can get, right? So get it way down in your sacrum if you can. That's it, good. We're gonna all aim the pubic bone back at that belly button. Good. Oops, I said that backwards. Aim your belly button back at your pelvis. Sorry, thank you, Shelly. Just like, what are you saying? Nonsense. Good. Leave it to our speech therapist to catch me. Good. And pull it back. Good. So those of you with a ring, it's the same idea. You're trying to pull yourself and create the squish rather than lay in it. Can you guys feel the difference? Yes. Good. One more. Hold it there. Good. So my friends with balls, you're going to take one arm up and bring it back down. My friends with the ring, make sure you keep one hand on the ring to stabilize it. Good. That's right. You got it. Good. Yeah. So you can do 4 all one side. My friends with balls especially, make sure you are still active through your abs. Good. And then let's switch to the other side if you haven't already. So some of you alternated, some of you did one side. Go ahead and switch to the other side if that was you. Good. Abdominals pulling back. Good. Good. All right. And then let yourself lift all the way up. Reach behind you for your toy. Stretch your legs out forward and then lift your toy up as you hinge forward. It's like a half boomerang. It's a quarter of the boomerang. Good. In that position, can you aim your elbows toward the sky? Nice. Good. And then wedge your toy there again. So my friends with the ball, lean forward, get as under your sacrum as you can. Good. My friends with the ring, you're holding on. Good. Now we're going to add a little opening. So my friends with the ring, remember, keep one hand on there. You're going to open to the side again. It's not laying into it. See how this is me being lazy. I'm just laying on my ball. Here's me pulling my center back. It's subtly different, but hopefully you can see it through here, right? No, we're going to do one side. We'll do all one side. Thank you, David. We'll do all 4 to one side, and then we'll go to the other side after that. Pull back into gut. Was that 4? Okay, then we can go the other way. That's it. Oh, I see you. Good job. This is really good. Mark is really doing a good job today. So he's getting that tremble of truth. Maybe you are too. That would be awesome. Right? Good job. Good. Okay. So again, reach behind you for your ball or your ring. Reach your legs forward. Neutral hinge forward and lift your toy. Good. So here's me with my shoulders rounded forward and my elbows pointing out to the sides. Here's me with my shoulders back and my elbows trying to point toward each other. That's it. Good. And then lift that ball. I know. Or your ring. Good. And again, just 2 more lifts. Move it from the back of you. Keep your throat in line with you. That's it. Yes, I love it. Lift your head up, Dave. Lift your throat up. Lift your throat up. Not just your head, but your throat. Bring it back in line with your spine. Yes, pull it back. It won't go. All right. And then let your toy come forward. Okay, good. Now we're going to take your toy and put it between the balls of your feet. So let me hop back so you can see my feet. So between the balls of your feet, not your arches, but the actual ball of your foot. So my ring friends, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's going to tip a little. Do you see how mine, right? Because all you have is your big metatarsal to hold it. Okay, so holding on, push your heels to the ground and notice, do you get a nice little softness under your knee, or instead, does your knee flatten out? If it's the latter, then push your heels down again and imagine pulling your quads up towards you. Pull your kneecap towards you. And then hopefully that should create a little softness. Yes? I hope. Okay. We're trying to get that synergy between front and back. Now we're going to roll back into C-curve again, and I want you to keep that press through your heels. Good. That softness in your knee. Good. Just a half roll back. Good. And then come back up, pushing your soles of your feet, pushing your ball away, your ring away. Good. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Good. And then push away. Push it. Push it as you come back up. That was nice, Sheila. Good. Do that again. Good. And press. Good. One more time. Make that connection from your foot to your thighs to your abs. Beautiful. Okay, let's go into our high C again. So now we're going to take one arm to the ears, right, all the way up. We've created a big, long, giant, lazy C shape. Good. Bring it back up. Alternate sides. Other arm is straight up, pushing the soles of your feet away and the heels down. Good. Yeah, and Dave, I want you to give me even more dorsiflexion. So the whole sole of your foot pushes evenly, the heel and the ball of the foot. Even more dorsiflexion. Bring that forefoot back towards you and push through your heels, down and away. I know. I'm trying to get you to keep your heels, put your foot in the right spot, and activate the back of your leg more. So Dave, those of you watching on replay, Dave was commenting on a really good point, right? Some of you feel your heels pop up when you try to push your soles away. Again, that's you letting go completely of that backside chain. So you want to get the heels down. It's okay if the knees are soft. And you picture a board under your foot as you go back. That makes sense? And then that should get you backside chain, which then is co-contracted with front side. Yeah? Good. So I think everyone's done probably like 6 by now. Go ahead and round forward for a sec. Wherever you happen to be, pull your abs back away from that point. Good, so we're not just laying on our thighs, right? It's an active motion, so scoop the bellies up and in. Good. All right. And then come all the way back up. Okay. Grab onto that ball. And we are going to do the half roll back with the adductor, right? So do you remember taking one leg out to the side as you go back and pulling it back in? Yeah, do you remember that motion? So I'm rolling back halfway, pulling the leg back in as I come up. So here I've actually moved my feet so they're on a nice slippery surface. They're not actually on my mat. So feel free to swing yourself into a different position if you keep catching on your mat. Although that can be really good, right? That tells you how hard you're pushing down if you really are keeping that press. Yeah, good. Okay, so now I am going to rotate in the opposite direction with my torso and then push my ball back to the center. You do the same thing. So leg is going that way, your torso goes the other way, and then you push back. We're not just going to gently float back. We're going to try to get that adductor here, talking to the oblique over here. So push your ball, push your ring. Good, that's nice. One more. Good, and let's just go the other way. Start with the leg first. Just the leg going in that half roll back. Good. All right, and then on the next one, let's add in that rotation. Good. So rotating away and pushing your way back up. Yep. Rotate away. Good. Can some part of your brain have an awareness of what you're doing with your hands? If you're pushing into the thumb pad of your hand mostly, you're going to end up with your stability coming up into your neck here, right in the collarbone. That won't feel good over time. See if you can have a little pinky side of your hand helping, and that will encourage the sides here. Nice, good. Okay, good job, you guys. Whoop, come back your ball. Okay, let's roll ourselves all the way down to sitting, and you have 2 choices. You can put the ball on your feet, or you can hold your ball. I'm going to put my ball on my feet because I feel like it keeps me more honest. Good. And then if you're all the way down, go ahead and reach up overhead. Good. Inhale, exhale, wherever you have that toy, keep it there. Push through the soles of your feet and roll yourself all the way back up. Yeah, good. And we're going to do it again. Just rolling down, nice and easy. So if you can keep holding on to that idea of heels down, soles pushing away, you should start getting that co-contraction from the foot to your center core, right? And your center core is 3D. It goes all the way around you. So it's not just your belly. It's your belly, your pelvic floor, your adductors, your glutes. That's it. Good. Good. All right. And last time down. Staying all the way down. Good. Allow yourself to reach all the way overhead. Feel your length. Yes, you are still holding that toy. So whether it's in your hands or your feet, mine happens to be in my feet. I'm going to take a nice breath and exhale, heel slide. So leg slide the legs, pulling the heels in toward the booty. Good. And then push it back out. And I want you to feel really on your mat. So my mat sticks really well to the mat that's under it, so it doesn't rumple so much. But yours might rumple, and that would be a great sign. That tells me you're putting that downward pressure. Those of you who have rings in your feet, it's the same thing. The beauty of that, though, is that you guys have to work a little harder at your dorsiflexion than everybody else, which is great. I think it's an awesome thing, right? Because otherwise your ring will hit the ground. So as you pull in, you keep pulling the top of your foot towards you as much as you can as you go in and out. Yes, good. Good, okay. Nice. Now with your heel in, take a nice breath, drop those ribs into your body and lift your legs up. Simple, good. Inhale, exhale, slowly put it down, keeping the hollow in your belly the whole way. Good. Inhale, exhale. Scoop your belly in, good. So Sheila, make sure the back of your ribs is on the ground. No rib pops. Scoop in, pull it up. Good. And one more. Nice. Go ahead and bring it up. Keep it up. Awesome. We're going to lift those arms up toward the ceiling. Inhale, exhale up into our bow and press the legs out into space. Push the soles of your feet away. Good. Pull them back in. Return the torso to the ground. Inhale, exhale up. Push the soles of your feet away. Good. Bring them back in. You got it. Good. Yeah. And then back down to the ground. Good. Shelly, you're on a roll this week. Last week you had such a beautiful bow and it's back. Look at your bow today. That's awesome. Good. Bring it back in and down. Good. One more time. Inhale, exhale, press. Good. Bring it back in. Good. And down. Lift your legs up toward the sky. Grab onto your ball or your ring and circle your ankles a little bit. Yeah, they might be tired from holding your toy. I know. Okay, so Robin, do you have a smaller toy than your ring? Maybe a yoga block? You're so petite, I feel like your ring is too big. Oh, you do have a ball. Oh, great. Good, super, super. Because we're going to be putting our toys between our thigh bones. So if you're as big as me, this normal ring is okay. But if you're petite, like Robin, that might just feel like sheer utter torture, like beyond the normal torture. So so finding something that's a little more size appropriate. FYI, they do make what they call a mini ring, which is great for my petite clients. I just don't have one. Okay, so now that ball is between our thigh bones, and we're just going to come up into a bow. Good. And then we're going to push both legs back up to the sky again. Dorsiflex your feet, point your toes, bend your knees, and come down. So super simple, yeah? Inhale, exhale up. Legs to the sky. Dorsiflex, point, bend the knees, come down. Good. Two more. Sky, good. That's it, good. And down, and last one. Good, yeah. Nice, okay. Did you feel how your high abdominals were on? If your adductors weren't screaming too loudly. So I want you to keep your head down. We're going to straighten just your right leg to the sky. Dorsiflex, point, bring it down. So we're changing it a little bit. Just the head staying down, the ribs staying on, and only one leg moving at a time. Hopefully what we start to feel is how the obliques stabilize against that single leg motion. Yeah. Now if you can, Sheila, try that from tabletop. So if you can get your ribs down, try putting both legs on tabletop. Yeah, and then see what happens then. Good. Oh, and my inner thighs are almost toast. Good. Good. And if your inner thighs are almost toast too, go ahead and take that ball out for just a moment. Let the legs lift to the sky and then open them both for a nice stretch. If you need more support, use your hand and your toy under your legs to give yourself support. Good. And then you're going to exhale, pull the legs together and away from you and come into bow. Ooh, did I trick you? Kind of. Good. Come back out of your bow. Open your legs to the side. Good. Inhale, exhale up. Lower them as if you were about to do the 100 and reach toward them. Good. Come back down. Open them to the side. Good. Good. That's it. That's it. Last one. We're adding on. We're going to add on. Ready? Yes, yes. So, here you are in your bow. Good. Now we're going to inhale, open both legs. Exhale, let go with your right hand. Bring your right leg and press it against the ball right at the center. Come back to your middle. Same side again. Bring the right leg to center. It's the crossover series. We're just giving ourselves resistance. That's it. Yeah? So here I am. And I'm just letting go. Bringing it into the center and then back out. Into the center, push, back out. Yep. I want you to try 4 good ones and then come in, reset, and do the other side, which might take 6 efforts to get 4 good ones, right? Where you found you got your rhythm. That's it. Both legs open and then push with your thigh. Resist with your side. Yeah. Good. I'll do it with you. That's it. Good. Ooh, yeah, good. And then after your last one, go ahead and pull that in and pull your knees to your chest. Good. Okay. So now you guys are used to doing TikTok. We often have something inside our thigh bones to help emphasize the inner thigh to the belly. But you've been doing so much inner thigh, I thought it would be fun to put something on the outside so we emphasize how the glute assists the oblique to roll us back. So if I have it on your left side, my hip movers are going to tilt their hip over. Oops, I just said that backwards. Tilt your hip over to your right side and then push your thigh into your hand. And you should feel this side turn on from your pubic bone and then all the way up that side. So I'm going to your right, pressing, and coming back to your left. Did I say that right? I hope that's the right direction. Remember, minders, you are keeping your hip utterly still and only letting the legs move, right? So really be aware, my minders, my hip minders, of keeping that sacrum flat. Yeah? Good. That's it. And then really resist on the way back, Dave. Yeah, let me see that side turn on. Can you put your elbow down to the ground a little bit? Yeah. Good. Good. Did I say how many?
4.
4. And then you can switch. Sorry, thank you, Robin. Yes, and then switch. Remember, you want to resist with your arm. It's not just pushing you over. The arm that's holding the ball is trying to push you back. Yeah. Good. That's how, Sheila, how did you know I was looking at you? I saw those legs pop up. Very nice. Good. Okay, so if you've gotten through both sets, both sides, let's take the legs straight out. We'll just hold on to your toy here with the hands, unless you want it. If that ball between your feet is helpful to you, which for a lot of us it is, go ahead and put it there. You're going to inhale, exhale, just roll up to sitting, pressing those heels down. And then you're all the way up. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We're going to flip over into a plank position. So I'm going to show the whole thing first, and then I will show you options for all the different needs. We're going to start in plank with one hand on your toy, and I'm going to show you both options, right? So my ring people, don't worry. Step it down out, and you're going to slide it out to the side, and then right into a side plank, over your head, back into the side, press it down, and then slide it in. You can see my hands are walking it back in as they come in. So it kind of walks out. So ring people, same idea, starts underneath me. I'm gonna see if I can walk it. I'm rolling my ring away. See how it's rolling? Press down to the side. Back to the side, roll it back in, and that's one, okay? So, wall people, yes, I got you. Wall people who have a ball, so you can be on your hands, right? Okay, so wall people on the wall, try not to hit your plants. Same thing, I'm pressing against that wall, and I'm gonna roll it out, keeping the pressure on it. So I'm really working my hand and my forearm strength here, and then you come to the side, and then you come back and press it as it comes back. Let's see, my furniture people, like Franny, unless Franny's at a wall, same idea. Yours is gonna be a little different though, depending on what kind of furniture you have. So I have it on the seat for the moment, and you might have to roll it down the side of your seat before you rotate to the side, and then hit the side of your seat, and then back on top. Yeah? Okay. Anybody need a different variation? Of course you could do that on your forearms. Of course you could do that on your knees. Yes, yes. Let's see, this time I'm going to show up my other hand because this hand needs practice holding it. So can you see me? Okay, so two hands on the ground, full plank. Let's see, Robin, are you using your ball or your toy or your ring? Ball, okay. So I'm walking it out, pushing down. Grab it, rotate into your side plank and arc up. And then down, back into neutral. Put it down, push on it as you walk it back, and you come facing the ground again. You're welcome. Yeah. And hopefully we got 4-ish good efforts on both sides. Yeah. So when you open to the side, Mark, can you open to the side one more time? I'm going to use Mark only because we planned this event. Yeah, so now he's really open through here. I'm going to do like you did a minute ago. Tilt forward a little bit. See how he's tilted forward and he's trying to push his arm back? So just make sure you do like he did the first time, where you really get that open. Thank you, Lovey. Or yeah. So yeah, Robin. So really push open the bottom arm so that you're not trying to throw back that without support. Yeah, better. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Really nice. Okay. How we all doing? Feeling lovely? Feeling for a little sideline work? What was that? What was that? Who said that? I didn't even understand it. I could just feel the tone of it. I know, it didn't sound good. All right, we're going to tuck the belly up and in. Yep. And you guys get to start with your heads laying down. Mine is floating just so I don't cover the mic. Okay, so all we're going to do is push the top leg into that arm and release. So if you are using whatever toy, notice that my arm is not moving. If you look at me in relationship to Mark, I'm trying my hardest not to let my arm go up in front of his body, right? I'm trying to hold it still. So if you have a ring, same thing, right? I'm going to put my ring there, set it, and then try to keep it there as the leg lifts into it. So your toy should be on your leg somewhere, not on your hip. You want to have that challenge of working against that big, strong leg. Yeah, good. That's it. Good, and one more. Good, and then we're gonna add a side up. So we're gonna just slide ourselves up that leg, slide ourselves back down. Yeah, slide up. Mary Lisa, when you come up, I want you to make sure that that top leg is pushing away from you. So don't let it come sinking into your side. You're gonna keep it getting longer, like you're chasing it and it knows it. I hope that makes sense. Good. That's it. One more. Stay lifted. Now take your top ball away or your ring. Good. Put it back down. Lift your leg a little higher. Good. Lift that toy away. Good. Isn't it funny? You think pushing it into your toy would be hard, but I think it's harder to not have the toy. Good. And one more. Good. Good. And then all the way down. Reach your body nice and long. Good. Hold your toy just in front of you. We're going to lift that leg up. Now we take it for a stroll. Kick, kick to the front. And exhale, flex to the back. Good. And point, point, point. And flex. So our toy gives us feedback, right? We can feel where we roll into it, roll out of it. See if you can find that nice centering. Good. All right, and then here comes the fun part. We're gonna reach behind us, take your toy, wedge it behind your knee. So my friends with the magic circle, this is gonna be a little tricky. You're gonna take it, put it behind your heel or your ankle, find your gluteal fold line and wedge it in there. Yeah, so I've got my ring, I don't know if you can see that, behind me there. You're gonna give a little pull and pull the leg further back. Good. Now just bring it to neutral. So it doesn't get to come in front of you, it just comes to neutral. So I have to practice this with a hand down the front of my hip bone because my leg is gonna wanna come forward. Yeah, does that make sense? I'm gonna try to show. Can you see me here? So I have to stop it here in line with the hip and then push back further. Most of us will be shocked at where that line is. Yeah, good. Keep squeezing your toy, keep squeezing your toy. I know, good. And one more. Nice, okay. So we got it. Now you're gonna hold on to it. Hold on to it. Keep it pulled behind you. Roll onto your belly. Now your toy is facing the ceiling. Good, how'd you do? Good. All right, hands come under your forehead. Lift that toy up and lower it back down. And down, good. Give it a little squeeze as you lift. Good. That's it. Feel your glute. Let it help out. Squeeze. Good. Two more. And last one. Good. All right. Your hams should be almost toast. Go ahead and take your ball out. Let your leg go long. If you can, if you're a foot mover and can put your toes on the ground, not the toenails, but the actual bottoms of your toes, it'll feel good to stretch out the back of your knee for a moment. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. If you're not a foot mover, sorry, you feel free to shift your position so that you can either lift your foot up and flex it like so. That flexion will help feel good. Okay, so toy in front of you, hands on top of your toy, whether it's the ring or the ball. We're just gonna have a little shrug forward, and then inhale, pull the shoulders back, and exhale, lift up into a little swan. Yep, shrugging forward, good. Inhale, shoulders back, exhale, press and lift into a little swan. And forward. That's it. There you go. Good. Okay, so can you keep those glutes on for me when you lift up? Imagine pulling your thighs towards your middle. That's it. Good. The feet are still on the ground. We're just making sure those glutes are active. Good. And last one. Just holding the lift. Now you can walk your toy towards you and get more lift. Yep, so if you want to lift your ring and pull it towards you or tilt it towards you, if you have a ball, just walk it and roll it. Good. Hold it for another breath. Collarbones are open. Yeah, good. And then gently lay that down. Good. We get to just simply roll to the other side. Take your ball and put it on the top of your thigh bone, and then we begin again. I'm just going to flip around so I can see you. Wow. Okay. So where do we begin? Nice and easy, right? Just with the leg. Again, your head gets to rest down. Your waistline is lifted. And you're working first on that strength, right? The lateral strength from the lat, the armpit, the serratus, and the oblique. So that would be lat way in the back, serratus, oblique. Okay, shall we add our side up? Yes, Mona. I was hoping you'd say that. That's my favorite part. Heel up and back down. That's it. Okay, so coming up. I'm on the floor, Dave. So the hand that's on the floor, push down and imagine pulling your armpit towards you into your body. There we go. That's it. That's better. Sheila, that looked great. Yeah, look at you. You're flat like a washboard. That's great. Good. That's awesome. Good. Then we're going to just hold that leg up. Good. Good. And then we're going to lift our ball, our toy off. Put it back down, lift a little higher. Take it off. Good. Pull and press into it. Good. Lift and hold. Good. Down, pull and press. Good. And one more, lift and hold. Push and press. Good. And then your toy comes down in front of you. You get to lay your head back down. The leg comes into that front kick and the back kick. Again, remember, listen to what your toy is telling you about how you need to stabilize here. That's it. Good. 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 Last two. Good. And last one. All right. The leg stays behind you. Here comes the fun bit. Now we bend the knee and wedge our toy back there. Good. Now here's where I'm going to use a practice hand. I want to know where the front of my hip is and reach down past it, because we're going to push back and then only come to neutral. Push back and only come to neutral. So my hand is staying in line with my rib and hip. Yeah, tuck those ribs in, you guys. Some of you got your ribs way popped out. Pull those puppies in. Yes, good. God, this kills me. Good. Yeah, so don't let your thigh come forward, Sheila. Push it way back. Now put your hand right here on the front of the hard part of your hip bone. Slide that down and make it be a wall. Yeah, now don't let your leg get forward. Stop. That's it. And then push back. And don't let it push your hand forward. No. Yeah, I know. Back. Okay, good. Everyone hold your toy strong because you're rolling onto your belly.
Head gets to rest on your hands, and you're just going to lift, squeeze the toy, and lay back down. Lift and squeeze. So when you're doing this one, just a reminder, if you turn on the glute on the straight leg as well, it will help support your spine. Yeah, look at those glutes, Shelly. Good. Good, David. Robin, I'm just going to assume that's awesome. I can just see your foot. Same thing, Fanny. Same thing there. Everyone's doing great. Good. Last two. Glutes on. Last one. Good. All right. And then you can reach behind and take your ball, right? And we get to have swan. Am I forgetting something? That was it, right? Yeah. Okay, then we get to have a second round of swan. Yippee! So, arms long. This time we're going to combine it a little bit with double leg kick. So both legs nice and long. We lift it off the mat. We're going to contract the hamstrings and extend, contract, extend, contract, pulling the knees, extending those legs long. And in this one, you're going to roll up into a swan. Good. And then put your head down, face the other way, and contract those hams, extend, contract, extend. Try to keep your thighs up and your belly lifted so that most of it's to your pubic bone. Good. Stretch those legs out, lift in your swan, trying to keep those thighs up off the mat. Yeah. Good. And down you go. 4 times. Contract, extend, contract, extend, thighs off the mat. Good. And reach and lift. Good. And last time. Good. Contract, extend, contract, extend, thighs up off the mat. Good. And nice and long. Ooh. Good. And then let yourself come all the way down. Go ahead and let your toy to the side for a moment. If it's comfortable, sit back in child's pose. You can also do cat-cow. You can also come to a standing cat. If you're in child's pose, push with your hands. Let your tail drop back toward your heels. See if you can find that nice wide space across your back again between the shoulder blades. Good. Then you're going to scoop your belly up into a high cat. Pull your abs up toward the ceiling. Good. Sit back down. Good. Take your hands over to the right. Push with your left hand. You should feel it sink you further back and lengthen that left side. Good. Scoop your belly up. So now you're coming up almost in a kind of a sassy cat. And then sit back down. Feel your tail pull a little further away. Good. And then walk your hands to the other side. So now I'm over to my left and I'm pushing with that right hand. Getting more length on the right side. Good. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Good. Come back down, pulling away. Oh, that feels awesome. Doesn't that feel awesome? I hope it does. Good. And then one hand back at each corner. So if you're standing, one hand on each thigh. Good. And then round up into a big cat. Good. And if you're down, you'll tuck your toes or Mary will step out to the side with a flat foot and lift your hips up. Press down into that open pike position, then walk your hands toward each other. So now you're in line with your shoulders, your thumb and your forefinger are pointing at each other. You're going to bend your elbows and pull them wide apart into an open pike push-up. And then push back, pushing your chest towards your thighs. And again, pull those elbows wide. Push back. Again, you of course could do that at a wall or on your furniture. A wall, you would be as neutral hinge as possible, right? Trying to get your torso parallel to the floor. Good. And one more. Pull it wide. Good. And then just rest there, pushing your heels down. If you need to run them one then the other, do so. Good. Now kind of get a little loose through those calves and Achilles. And then walk your hands back in and round all the way up. And then we're up. Good. So let's do. What's that? Okay. So let's do a little Martha Graham moment. It'll feel good to your back. I hope it will. So start with the back of your hands reaching together, pinkies up, thumbs down. Scoop your belly in and pull them away from your fingers. Good. Feel that big stretch all the way up that spine, between the shoulders. Good. Then rotate palms up and open back. Open, nice and wide. Good. And then thumbs back down, pinkies up. Slide your hands away and pull your waistline away from the fingertips. That's it. Good. And then up, thumbs back. Yes. Push, push, push. Good. And one last one. Scoop the belly in. Slide those fingers forward. Yes. Good. And then open it up. Thumbs back. Good. We're going to step your left foot behind your right. Put that foot on the ground. Side bend. Now take this and use the inside of your thigh for balance. Help you get a little bit more length up that side. Good. And then step it wide, other side. So I'm putting it right on the inside of that thigh bone. That's it. Good. Yeah. And maybe it doesn't get to the inside, but at least let it be fingers reaching. Can you flip your hand over, Robin? Yeah, there you go. Yes. Now look at what happens. Look at that. Good. Isn't that nice? It's like it's such a little thing, but it makes such a difference. Good, and then back up tall, just reach out. Oh, you guys, awesome work. Thank you. You're so welcome. Nice to have you guys. Thanks for watching, Nancy. Come join us. Yeah. Oh no. Well. That's right. Woo! Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.